It's the Spotter Stand Live, starring BSR Pockets, BSR Hot Rod, BSR Momo, BSR Joba, BSR Scar, BSR SR5, Eddie D, featuring BSR Wings, Bubba J, Vince Conway, BSR Rugrat, Gear, Big Vito, Palmion, Randy Seeley, musical guest, BSR Mayhem, and your host, BSR Texan. Ladies and gentlemen, BSR Texan.
All right, welcome back everyone to the Spotter Stand. Got some updates for you this week. AK Memorial Winter Series has ended. We've had our version of the Speed Weeks. We've handed out some bonus points, and we're ready to kick off the 2020 racing season at Daytona this week here at Bomb Squad Racing. Got a lot of guests in here tonight. BSR Hot Rod in here with us. Eddie D, Pockets, Palmian. We got Les joining us tonight in the booth, and BSR Rugrat. How is everybody doing tonight?
Good.
What
Good
up?
here.
Right.
Doing good.
What up?
We appreciate all you guys tuning in out there live, and we're going to update you on what's been going on over the Winter Series. Like I said, we wrapped up the AK Memorial season, handed out some bonus points. We now have boxes with names in them on our bonus point list. So I think you guys are going to like what I've done with the bonus point spreadsheets. I think they look pretty sharp. We made some changes to them and updated a few things. So we'll get to that here after we go over this week's racing. Let's get right to it. We're going to go straight into the Wednesday night AK Memorial Cup Series, which finished up at Daytona this past Wednesday night. And also this Daytona race substituted for our version of the Speed Weeks, the duels. And the top 5 received bonus points towards their truck chase. So let's go over here and take a look at our race results from Daytona. BSR Pockets took the victory. Myself, BSR Texan in second place, BSR Momo third place, BSR Eddie D finishing in fourth, and BSR SS Joba round out the top 5. There are your top 5, your bonus point winners for first bonus points of the season. Wednesday night truck series, and BSR Eddie D, congratulations, man. You pulled off a top 5 in the Wednesday truck series. You got yourself a bonus point, so you're already 1 point ahead of most of the squad heading into the truck chase, man. How does that feel?
I love it. To tell you the truth, I mean, I risked it at the last pit stop, and I didn't pit when everybody else did to take a splash, and it paid off for me. Granted, I was sputtering at the end, but it paid off, and I'm loving it.
And Pockets with the victory. Pockets had a pretty good week. You had a great week this week. You pulled off some bonus points, I think, in every one of these series, as we're going to see here as we get on with the show, man. But great job on the victory Wednesday night and pulling off some bonus points here.
Yeah, I had to beat several of the best in the business right there. Got a little lucky. Momo ended up making. It was interesting about that too, because I tell people all the time that this, you hear the phrase high-speed chess match and stuff like that, and that's exactly what that boiled down to. I mean, Momo and I were, he was ahead of me with about 2 or 3 to go, and he just made the wrong move. He opened up the door that just presented an opportunity for me to be able to place myself in a position to where I ended up finishing first there and got the win. And it's a great way to start the season with the win of Speed Weeks and the Truck Series. So we're the 38 teams, Chrome Horn Cattle Country Racing's pretty excited about this week.
Yeah, Momo did lead the most laps. 48 laps led in that race, and Pockets led the second most there with 20. We also have a champion of this series. Since how we have finished the series, let's go over and take a look at the standings and how they turned out. BSR Mayhem, with an 8-point lead over myself, took the championship in the AK Memorial Truck Series this season, and congrats to Mayhem. I don't know if he's out there watching. I'm surprised he didn't show up tonight, seeing how he did take some championships here in this winter series this off season. So not only did he win the Cup and Truck Championship in the 2019 season, but he's showing that he's no joke. He's here to make a statement, and he pulled off championship here again on Wednesday night in this Truck Series. So great job, Mayhem. Congratulations and great racing.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
Yes, way to go, man.
Way to go.
So let's go on and take a look we'll go over here to other series. We'll move over to the Cup Series that ran on Thursday night. And where is the schedule? Right there is the schedule. So again, we finished up, and this series also doubled for our Speed Weeks race. Gave out some bonus points to the top 5 in the Cup Series. Let's go take a look at our results here. BSR Hot Rod, our own Hot Rod, pulling off the victory on Thursday night in the Cup Series. Momo in second, myself in third, BSR SS Joba in fourth, and BSR Pockets rounding out the top 5 there. It looks like SS Joba led the most laps, 52 laps on Thursday night in the Cup Series. That's over half the race SS Joba leads, but BSR Hot Rod pulling off the victory, locking down some bonus points in the Cup Series. It's great to go into this Cup Series with bonus points starting the season. So we haven't even got to our first race yet, and the top 5 here have already got 1 bonus point apiece. Great job Thursday night on the victory. Congrats, Hot Rod.
Yes, thanks, Texas. I fuel mileage this race. Caught everybody sleeping and knew I could make it with fuel, especially the fuel. Got lucky, it went green. Beat everybody on fuel.
Now,
Good job, Larry.
somebody
That's
else.
another Chrome Horn Cattle Company driver right there. In the victory
You're
lane.
right.
Somebody else I'd like to make mention of here. I just can't let this go. I'm sure I'll hear about it tomorrow, but Palmian, last place, man. What happened there?
Well, had a black flag and sound issues had me off game, so it was entertaining to say the least.
Oh, the dreaded sound issues. Your game sound cut out altogether?
Oh yeah,
Oh, I've
it
had
makes
that
it
happen.
hard. It makes it very difficult for pack racing because you wouldn't believe how much you use your headset, use your ears to hear when you've got someone beside you. We all go, okay, our spotter can shut up now. We get it, but when you have no sound, you're busy watching the top of the screen, who's in front of you to see, everything that's going on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you
Definitely less focused, that's for sure.
I said during that race, I don't know that I could do it. I just don't know that I could physically do it.
yeah, same here.
It's a level of patience and intensity that that is a challenge. I will tell you that for sure. Hopefully, soon I'll get my new headset cords in, and problems gone for a while till I burn those cords out. So,
Yeah, I've had my sound go out before, and I could not do it. I had to get that sound back to be able to race because you just don't realize how much you depend on that stuff until it's gone. When that sound is gone, you got, like you said, no engine sounds of your cars around you. You can't hear your tires on the track. You can't hear if your brakes are locking up. There's so much that you depend on with that sound that just makes it really difficult when it's not there.
I don't know how he done it. I mean, that's try it sometime. Turn off all your sound and try it and see how it works. It's pretty tough.
Yes, everybody that's been there knows and appreciates the fact that he finished that race with no sound.
That's right.
I mean, that's saying a lot right there, my friend.
Yeah, I think the sound went out just after first pit stop, if memory serves me correctly, and then everything went haywire from there. So, I mean, 4 laps down, the fact that I was only 4 laps down off my game, everything, it was entertaining.
Yeah, you did a fabulous job, rookie.
I see Randy Claflin and Bubba J chiming in out there in the chat.
Bubba Randy, what's
howdy,
up?
fellas. So we got a champion here in the Cup Series as well. Let's go take a look at how this series wrapped up with the points a little bit closer here, but Mayhem still pulling off the championship by 4 points over myself. Hot Rod in third, Pockets fourth, and Eddie D rounding out the top 5 here in the Cup Series. Palmian not too far behind him in 6th. Great job with that top 5 there, Eddie D. And rookie, as we call him here, Palmian, another great job. For your not even really a full season of racing underneath you. You came in about 2/3 of the way through the season last year, and you ran the whole AK Winter Series, and doing a great job. So now you're going to get both of you guys going to get a full season of racing in here in the 2020 season, and you may still be a little bit behind. A lot of us have been racing this game for 17 years plus, so you guys did a great job there with finishing that well in the point standings.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And I know Rookie was right on my back bumper on that one. And it was everything I could do to keep him back here for the most part of it.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what makes it worth it. The fact that Eddie and I are very similar skill levels, and, we both want to drive as best as we can. And, we know we're not the fully seasoned drivers that we're racing with, but I mean, the fact that we are starting to show we can compete, I mean, that's what drives us.
So Friday night, we did not have a dirt race because Speed Weeks, we wanted to run all 3 series for bonus points in this Speed Week. So we ran the Xfinity cars at Daytona on Friday night. And we've got to go over here to where we got here. Bomb Squad Racing qualifiers to check these out. We've got our Cup Series in there. Got our Truck Series, and right here is the Xfinity Series race from Friday night. Also bonus points. BSR Hot Rod once again pulling off back-to-back victories Thursday night and Friday night. Hot Rod with the win in the Xfinity Series. Momo in 2nd place. Pockets in 3rd. Gear coming in 4th place, bringing home a bonus point in the Xfinity Series. And Bubba J rounding out the top 5 on Friday night. So there's your top 5, your bonus point getters for the Xfinity Series. Going into the chase, there's 5 guys that have already got 1 point on the rest of us. And great job again. Congrats on 2 victories in a row, Thursday night and Friday night, Hot Rod.
Yes, thanks. Friday night I went in with a point to prove. As everybody knows, the physics between the truck and the Xfinity are the same. And I ran into some ill fortunes on Wednesday night in the trucks. So Friday night I went in to prove that I had a car that was a truck that was well capable of winning, at least making the top 5. So that was my whole goal on Friday, and I pretty much proved it, I believe.
Yeah, led the most laps as well, 21 of them. Now, Palmian, so I'm waiting for it here. I know you're looking at that, and I'm waiting for some payback.
Well, I mean, payback for what? What?
All right,
What did you
so
do?
all right,
you have your sound working on Thursday?
so I've got to
Or
mention
Wednesday?
somebody else here. Texan, what the hell? Last place, man. Come on, what happened?
Qualified first and ended up last. Come on, Texan. What'd you do? Blow fourth gear again?
I blew the whole motor. I blew up the whole motor. I didn't stop with just fourth gear. I blew up the whole motor. Yeah, and it looks like SS, I believe, did the same thing later in the race. I thought there was something funny going on with my car. After the first round of pit stops, we came out of the pits, and it was just myself, Momo, and SS Joba running in the draft. And I was right behind Joba, who was leading, and I couldn't even really get up to him to bump draft him. The only way I was bump drafting Joba was if Momo would push me into him. And Joba did not add tape. He didn't have any extra tape. He was running the same tape as he had before. So it was just kind of weird. I didn't have any damage. My car just didn't seem like it was all there. And sure enough, about a little over halfway through that run, it just let go. Motor just died on me. And thank God I was able to get down, get out of the way, and not cause any incidents.
I think Joba needs to check the tape on his truck setup because I can prove this as fact. Every Daytona race in the trucks that we have ran since we started running trucks in the team series, he has blown up in.
I know Daytona is a little more sensitive in the CTS. 60 tape sometimes will blow up if you run right behind somebody. Normally, I run 55, but I know we do Daytona and Daytona night, and one of those tracks, I might have 60 tape on one of those setups and not 55, and that might have been what happened to my car on Friday night. So I might need to check my tape as well.
Yes, and I know that at night you can get away with running 60 pretty much for the most part in a race, but you've got to watch the gauge because it will get hot and you've got to breathe it. If you don't, it'll blow up with 60 tape in the whole race, even on the night. And the night's more forgiving than the day. The day it'll definitely blow up. You can't get away with it unless you're really paying attention. So
let's go over and we'll talk about Saturday night. Saturday night team series. This was the third race of season 40. Season 40, right?
Yeah,
sir.
season
Yeah.
40.
Race
On our
number
way to 400.
race number 3 of season 40, also dubbed as the shootout this year. And the winner of the Saturday night team race, as we talked about last week, just the winner, no top 5 in this one. The winner got 2 bonus points toward their cup chase on Saturday night. So let's go over here. Let's take a look and go back to the schedule here. We'll take a look at the Saturday night team series season 40 Daytona night race results. It was the Black Car Mafia who took the victory on Saturday night. The number 38 car of BSR Pockets took the win. Trump 2020 Momo took second place, and Aftershock finished back a little ways. I took the top finish for Aftershock in 6th place, so we took a bit of a hit in the Saturday night team series. Black Car Mafia, on the other hand, taking the victory, I believe moved himself out of 3rd place, gained some points on that Trump 2020 team, and moved up into 2nd place. But Momo, great job again for his team, Trump 2020. Minimize the damage from the Mafia by pulling off that 2nd place finish and getting a lap lead in there, getting that bonus point for that as well. But the 38 car, BSR Pockets, not only did you bring home a bonus point in that Cup Series on Thursday night, but you brought home 2 bonus points for this victory on Saturday night. So you're going to go into the chase 3 points ahead of most of us, 2 ahead of the other top 5 in the Daytona race. That's got to be a great feeling. Those extra bonus points like that, that's what can make the difference at the end of the season.
Crown Warren Cattle Company with a sweep.
Yep, Crown Warren Cattle Company drivers sweep speed weeks, and I'll tell you, it's kind of a double-edged sword there because go in with some bonus points like that in your pocket, that puts a little bit of extra pressure for you to perform the rest of the season, and try to stack those bonus points up like we do every year. But we'll be happy that we've got some extra ones there. And I tell you what, Saturday night was a complete team effort by Black Car Mafia with the great drivers that we got. Scar, Eddie D, Gear Jammer, they all did a good job. We all hung in there and fought right there till the end, and made some good moves, and stayed out of trouble and pulled off a win there. And we needed it. We're fighting for the top spot there, so that was a good win. And that's all teammate work right there. That's not just me. That's not one person. That's all teamwork right there. So we'll Black Car Mafia will take it and head out there next Saturday night again.
Well, let's go take a look here at the standings. What we're like 3 races in. Trump 2020 still holds the lead. And would you look at that? I mean, it swapped from last week. So last week, after 2 races, it was Aftershock in second, down by 9, and Mafia in third, down by 13. And now it's exactly the opposite. The Black Car Mafia has moved up into second place, down by 9 points, and Aftershock back to third place, down by 13 points. Still 7 races to go, though, in this series, so that's a lot of racing. 7 races, and man, that Trump team, it seems like they're gonna be the one to deal with this season. 2 victories and a second place. I mean, that's a pretty good average.
You got trumped.
That is fantastic, and I do want y'all to know that, and tell Rugrat she'll be excited to know that I did send a picture into Fox News, so y'all be watching Fox News for a possible
Cover
little
shot.
short story.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that would
did
be
send
great,
that
wouldn't
to
it?
him, so yes, it would.
You send them a link to the spotter stand too, so they can check in on the points and see how that Trump 2020 team is doing in the Saturday night team series.
Absolutely, I sure will. Randy says he's going to be back Saturday night. We can't wait for you to get back in here with us, Randy. Good deal.
Can't wait for you to get back racing with us, Rand. Here's some useful information for everybody with Team Series. There is 4 cup races and 3 truck races left on the schedule.
Wow, we got a lot of racing going right there. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, we're going to be. Are we going to be Daytona all week again this week, or are we going to be running Talladega in the team
Talladega
series?
on Saturday night in the Team Series.
And are we going to be truck or cup this week?
It's Cup at Talladega on Saturday night.
So we
The
had.
trucks don't run till almost the end of the season.
Well, we had only 2 winners this week. BSR Hot Rod with 2 victories, BSR Pockets with 2 victories. And as they said, Chrome Horn Cattle Company sweeping the Speed Weeks races this week. Great job by both of you guys, man. 2 victories. 2 victories apiece in 1 week. That's not easy to do.
No, not with this group of guys. Not at that track. It's not.
Yeah, this is a great 2 weeks. We got all these races stacked up at Daytona, heading into the 2020 season this week. I'm pretty excited about that, and and with the success that we've had in Speed Weeks, we hope we can carry that over into the start of the season. So, and good luck to everybody going into. We got several drivers that are pulling those rookie stripes off the back of their car for 2020, and some of these guys have run. I don't know, Eddie. What do you think you've run? What do y'all think? What was it? 3/4 or a little more than half the season? I'm not sure.
No, they basically ran the last 10. Eddie had a couple more races than he had like 5 in the last 5 races in segment 2. But Palmion basically only ran the last 10 races of the chase. So that's about the number of races them guys had.
Damn, I thought it was longer than that.
No.
Yeah, I thought Eddie D and Gear had been in for about the last half of the season.
Maybe they were in for the whole segment. too, maybe.
And then Pommy
they
come in
could've
maybe a
been-
race or two before the chase.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what it is, Killer. I'd have to go back and actually look.
Either
Well,
way,
all I know is they're going to get that long road to hoe in that full season deal. Three series, or actually 4 series, 4 nights of racing, and some dirt racing thrown in there, and the whole, that full season. That's a lot on your plate. So that's the biggest thing, is just being able to get in there and participate every week and race hard. That's a long schedule. And by the time they get done, they'll understand why I'm ready to take a break in November. But
They surely will know why we call it the grind, won't they, Pop?
that's right. Yep, they'll know about August.
I do need to throw out something that you didn't go over tonight here, Kill, before we get out of here. The Super Champion isn't official, but at 34 points and only 1 race, I'm sure, positively sure, that you cannot be dethroned, that you will be the Super Champ of the AK Memorial Series.
hey, that deserves a little song. Super champ.
Yes, it does deserve a song.
And the last AK Dirt Race will be the 25th of February. Stay tuned. We'll inform you when we get a little closer to it.
Well, speaking of champs, before we get into the bonus point spreadsheets here, I've got a couple of renders I'd like to share with you guys. This is a render we saw at the end of the 2019 season, but it's fitting to break it out here again. And what the heck is that's not supposed to be there? That's supposed to be there. There we go. BSR Mayhem was the champion 2019 in the Cup Series and the Truck Series. Also in the AK Winter Series, once again pulling off the championship in the Truck Series and the Cup Series. That was a great render that BSR Scar did for Mayhem, with both of his car and his truck showing there in the same render, that 5150 car. So congratulations again, Mayhem. Awesome job on the championships, not only in the 2019 season, but bringing home those same 2 championships in the Winter Series, the AK Memorial Series. Great job, man. Congratulations.
On a roll. He's on a roll.
Yeah, he's not here. We don't have to talk about him.
So you guys probably got a little peek at the other stuff I was showing. It's what's behind these. The next one we got here, BSR Pockets and his Black Car Mafia car, season number 40. We have gone back to the old days of Bomb Squad racing, and we broke out the Black Car Mafia Team Aftershock and a brand new team here with the Trump 2020 team. But there's some great looking Black Car Mafia cars, and BSR Pockets pulling off the victory on Saturday night for his team, and not only pulling off the win in the team series, but bringing home 2 bonus points, as this race did double as the shootout this season. So great job, Pockets. Great looking render you got there. Great looking car. I love those Mafia cars, and it's really it's nostalgic. It's really cool to have these teams back on the track again, the way we used to so many seasons ago. Once the names of these teams when this first started, they used to change almost every season. The Mafia was there from the beginning. That was one of the first teams, and once Aftershock came along, it kind of stuck, and it stayed there in following seasons, while some of the other teams kind of changed names here and there. But it's really great to have these teams back in the Saturday Night Team Series.
It really is. Them some iconic names from the past being resurrected and brought back out to the track and out to compete, and it was really special to put that Black Car Mafia car back in Victory Lane. That's we raced many nights battling with Aftershock and and a host of all kinds of other teams and stuff on the Saturday Night Team Series. So that was a very special win, and I'm fortunate enough to be the guy that was sitting in the seat of the car that won that race and brought another victory under the Black Car Mafia banner. So yeah, that was really cool.
So I'm going to let you guys get a peek here at these bonus points now. We're going to start with the truck series. I think you're going to like what I did to these, but make sure you pay special attention to the bottom of these spreadsheets here. I think you guys are really going to like this, Pockets. So here are our truck bonus points. We got the blue instead of the gold. Moved the title up a little bit. Chase bonus points, truck series, and of course at the bottom, can't have anything else but the real Bomb Squad Racing, because that's exactly what we are. And there's your top 5 from the AK Daytona race. Pockets, Texan, Momo, Eddie D, and SS Joba, all listed there in that top 5 box, and also total bonus points. There's the first 5 guys on there with bonus points toward their chase. And all these middle boxes here, the races themselves, you're going to be listed by your finishing order. But when we go to this total box, and as well as the race winners box, I'm going to just be listing everybody by your car number. So you will be, it doesn't matter how many bonus points you have, you're going to be in line by your car number. That's the easiest way for me to keep them all in there and not have to be shifting names up and down every time I redo these points. I can just add people in between every time we get a new driver that's got some bonus points there.
That's how you did it last year too, wasn't it, Texan? Just
Yeah.
added the number and did it that way.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So when you're looking for your bonus points over there in the totals box, just know you'll be listed by your car number. Whatever order you're in, they're going to be in numerical order from the lowest to the highest numbers in cars. So right now we got 5 guys tied going into the chase. Pockets, Momo, SS, Eddie D with his bonus point there in the truck series, and myself.
One thing about those bonus points is they're going to change every week. So
I'm fixing to change that list this week. I'm telling you now.
That's right. It's like I was telling Hot Rod earlier. We've got some boxes with some names in them now, and that next box down, that Daytona top 5, that's going to be filled up this week. All three of these series. Let's go take a look at our Xfinity Series bonus points. Almost the same finishers there. You got BSR Hot Rod, BSR Momo, Pockets, Gear, and Bubba J in your top 5 there. So we got Gear bringing home a bonus point in the Xfinity Series, and Bubba J as well bringing home a bonus point in the Xfinity Series. Got them all listed over there in the totals box, and once again, that Daytona box is going to be filled up this Friday night when we run the Xfinity Series here at Daytona. And last but not least, we have the Cup Series. Little extra bonus points thrown in here. Not only do you have your top 5, which are Hot Rod, Momo, myself, SS Joba, and Pockets, but that box down there on the left, that BSR Shootout, BSR Pockets, with the extra 2 bonus points for the victory on Saturday night in the Team Series and the Shootout. So Pockets over there in the totals bonus points, 3 over the rest of us. The rest of us just with 1. And we got a lot of drivers out there that are going to want to get their name in some of these boxes and in that totals bonus points box, not to mention the race winners over there. So we got a lot of empty spaces here, and we got a whole season of racing coming up here in 2020. It's all going to start this week, tomorrow night in the Truck Series at Daytona. Thursday night, we'll be back at Daytona in the Cup Series. Friday night again in the Xfinity Series. And then Saturday night, we're going to move on to the Team Series, 4th race of season number 40, which will be at Talladega. It's going to be another exciting week of racing. And we're going to get it all kicked off, started tomorrow night at Daytona in the trucks.
And that would be at the real Bomb Squad Racing, except no substitutions.
That's right. I thought you might like that little addition there. I was
Yes,
looking.
sir.
I was looking for something to fill in that bottom spot there because I shortened up that totals box just a little bit and moved the header all the way across and moved the Cup Series, which I used to have at the bottom. I knew I was going to use those Bomb Squad Racing logos there, and I tried to find several different things to fill in some extra space there, checkered flags, different logos. I just couldn't find anything that really fit, and then it just hit me all of a sudden. It's like, you know what? That would fit great, and I typed it in there, put it in, and sure enough, yeah, it's perfect.
Yep. Looks really good.
Well, that's about all we got for you this week. So we finished up our series. We're getting ready to start 2020. We got bonus points going on, and we're going to be keeping up with this every week. We're going to make the spotter stand. I know we've taken off during the winter series. We've taken a little break from the spotter stand. We've only had a couple of updates for you over the winter, but we're back in full. What's the word I'm looking for? We're back in full spring, full throttle. We're ready to go. We're going to be back in here with you every week. We've got racing. We're going to be coming on Tuesday night and giving you an update of the past week's racing and what's going to be coming up in the next week. So hope all you guys keep tuning in live out there. And once again, congratulations to our race winners this week, BSR Hot Rod, BSR Pockets. Great job, Mayhem, on the double championships in the truck and the Cup Series. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys on the track tomorrow night. So come on out and join us. We're going to have another great week of racing. Appreciate you all tuning in. And thanks to all of you guys who come in here and help out every week with the spotter stand.
Congrats, Texan, on your Super Championship.
Yeah, good job, Texan.
Yeah,
On Super
congrats on
Champion,
that.
man. That's a big deal right there. That's a lot of hard work behind that, just like all the hard work you do here on the spotter stand. We really appreciate all your support and hard work, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. So with that, I guess we're out of here. We will see you guys tomorrow night at Daytona.
See ya.
Letter.
See ya.